Well, we managed to get almost 5,000 miles before this truck broke down on me. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what went wrong, what the symptoms were when I got towed to the dealership, what they were able to figure out. So it'll be the problem, symptoms, and solution all in one video. Everything you need to know if you are running into the same issues that I did. So let's kind of start out with what happened. Thankfully, I was at my house, so I wasn't somewhere super far away. It was inconvenient because I was late for work because of it, but this is pretty much what happened. So I got in the truck, everything was fine, all the lights came on. Tried to turn the truck on. The hybrid light, because this is the hybrid, starts flashing, which is normal for when it starts up. Usually takes 3 or 4 seconds to start up. Well, it didn't start up. It just flashed, and then it said power on, which usually pops up once the truck actually turns on. And then it had error messages, which I'll show you exactly what the error messages were because I recorded it when the issues were happening. But a couple of messages came up, something about the sensors. So I Googled it and I thought maybe there was dirt on the sensors. I took a look around the truck. There wasn't any issue with the sensors. It just wouldn't start. It said it was on it when it starts. So then I'd put it in reverse or drive and it would just say hybrid system stopped. See owner's manual. That's what it said. See owner's manual. So I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So I turned it off, turned it back on. It did the same thing. So it just kind of kept acting like it was turning on. Now, my first thought was, okay, maybe the battery's dead because that's typically what will happen if it doesn't start. It's because the battery's dead. So I was trying to, check. Sometimes the lights would dim whenever you're trying to crank it. You'd hear clicking noises, something like that. No, there was no sounds at all whatsoever with this truck when I was trying to start it. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what it was doing. All right, we are in the truck here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot on the brake, press the on button, and this is what's happening. It says parking brake unavailable. You have the ready light, the hybrid ready light flashing in the left side corner. It says power on, system stopped. EPB activation stopped incompletely. Nothing's happening. So if I put it like in drive, it just says hybrid system stop, shift into park. You put it in neutral, reverse. The backup camera does come on. I put it back in park. I'll go ahead and turn it off again. You can see the park brake is flashing. We still have this message stopped incompletely. Turning it back on. The hybrid light's just flashing ready. Parking brake unavailable. So, messing with the parking brake, it doesn't do anything. Nothing's changing. Same error messages. System stopped, see owner's manual. So this is the error that I'm getting, and it will not power on at all whatsoever. I can put it in neutral and I can push it, so that's what I'm going to do for the tow truck. So once I realized that this truck wasn't going to start, there wasn't anything I could do. I called the local dealership, Toyota dealership. Hey, these are the error messages that I'm getting. Is there any quick fix for this that I don't have to have it towed to the dealership? They were like, no, I haven't really heard of that happening. So you'll probably just need to get it towed here. So because I have AAA, it didn't cost anything to get it towed, so that was good. Got it towed to the dealership. I said, hey, can I have a rental? And they were like, well, we can't give you a rental until we diagnose it. So I was like, okay. I was like, I get that, but I was like, it's under warranty. So like, no matter what the problem is, like you guys are gonna cover it. So that was a bit of an inconvenience that they wouldn't hook me up with a rental until they diagnosed it, which I got it to them at like maybe 9, 10 in the morning. Heard back from them at 11. They were like, it's all fixed, you're all good. You can come and pick it up. So I was like, okay. Now, if this was something that was gonna require parts or take a long time to come in, then I definitely would have been like, okay, I need a rental car. And I'm sure they would have once they figured out what the problem actually was. So let's go ahead and look at the paperwork and I'll show you exactly what the dealer did to fix this truck. So we're taking a look at the paperwork from the dealership. The message that we were getting, as you could see, it was the parking brake couldn't be disengaged. There was also other error messages and stuff, but it pretty much was just a bad cell in the auxiliary battery. Now, with the auxiliary battery, I'm not sure exactly which battery they're referring to. If they're talking about one of the batteries that is in the hybrid pack, I'm guessing not. Maybe something that helps with a stop-start, switching from hybrid to regular. So that's it. Just happened to be a bad battery. Thankfully, it wasn't anything serious. I have heard some people saying that they've had damage to their vehicle or electrical problems that's required 2 to 3 months to get another replacement part. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. They had a battery, whatever the auxiliary battery was they replaced, they had one in stock. So thankfully, this was just a one-day repair, which really wasn't too bad. A little bit of an inconvenience, but overall, with all things said and done, it really wasn't that bad of an issue. So there it is. Those are the issues. If you're having issues with the truck not starting, definitely get the battery checked out. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.